I'll run through the device real quick for you guys. So here on the front, you got this lens cap. Recesses inside the lens here nice and tight, so it's going to keep dirt and debris outside of it to keep that lens safe. On the bottom here, this is your port for the USB. You simply move this thing out of the way, and you've got a USB-C port here to access the device, to pull video out of it, update firmware, all that kind of stuff once you plug it into the computer. Here on the bottom, you got your 1/4x20 camera thread. This is for going onto a tripod. And then this latch right here is how you access the battery compartment. And so in here, I've got the rechargeable battery kit. This is something I highly recommend. This gives you about 7 to 8 hours of runtime, if not longer. But what it comes standard with is this battery tray, and it holds 6 123 batteries. And this will give you about 4.5 hours of runtime. And myself, I mean, this is definitely manageable, but that is a lot of 123 batteries. I would certainly go with the rechargeable battery kit. Now inside of the device, this is your little micro SD card here. So that way, if you want to record video and photos, or otherwise, you can save information on the device itself, but obviously you're going to be limited to how much that you can save there. And then on the inside, here's going to be your serial number and all the other information of the device itself. At the back of the device, you've got your lanyard loop right here. You got your rubber eye cup here. If you don't want to use the eye cup, you can simply take it off of here. It's pretty easy to go off and on. This is your diopter ring for adjusting the image to your eyesight. At the top of the device are your buttons, for controlling the device itself. This top button right here is going to be your power button. You simply hold it down for a couple seconds to turn on the unit and also to turn it off. Here's an up arrow, down arrow for menu selections. This up arrow also allows you to basically increase your magnification level. Short taps are going to do step increases, and then a long hold is going to do a gradual, zoom in, and same thing for the rear for zooming out. Now a long press of the center button is going to get you into the menu, and then you use the up and down arrows to navigate the menu and make your selections with the center button. This rear button right here is how you take photos and videos. And so a single press of it is going to take a photo. Long press is going to turn on video. Another long press is going to turn off the video. Now, one thing I'll say is the buttons, they are recessed inside the device. They're all rubberized. And it is a little difficult sometimes to tell which button you're on. But it's not that bad. You'll figure it out. And, one thing to add with that is with this type of a scanner, you're generally not going to be in the menu messing around too much. Once you kind of select your preferred palette option, you can go in the menu and adjust your contrast and sharpness, screen brightness, all those kinds of things. And then generally once you have all that set, you're just going to be turning it on, looking through it, turning it back off. And so with the buttons, I don't find it to be a huge deal. However, it's just something to know. The buttons aren't necessarily the easiest thing to use with gloved hands in particular. The Scion lets you preview videos and photos directly off the device using the menu. This is an extremely useful feature, especially for like law enforcement purposes, where let's say you want to look into a crawl space, a tunnel, an attic, something like that. All you got to do on the Scion is turn on the video recording, position it where you want to look, and then watch the video directly off the Scion. Okay, the video on the left is recorded on board. Video on the right is through the eyepiece. I just want to show you the differences because sometimes the video resolution is a little bit different when it's recorded on board. Okay, and here's Black Hot, obviously. Now, I did have to speed up the videos just so it didn't take forever with the wife walking back and forth. And so that's why it's going to look a little funny. Okay, here I'm just toggling to the different palettes so you can see what they look like. And this is the picture-in-picture mode. You can easily go in and out of it just by hitting the center button. All right, here's the digital zoom. Just keep in mind every time you zoom in like that, you're going to lose some resolution. Okay, this palette is lava. Initially I always thought it was kind of gimmicky, but as you can see, it actually works really well. Alright, the Scion is on the left and the breach is on the right. Now this comparison I wanted to show because the Scion 166 is a 0.7 base magnification and the breach is a 1.0, so you can see how much more field of view you do get with that 0.7.